against Adrian Lewis over the night. Wade won 7-4 when they met in Leeds. Lewis's form has improved since then, though.
Yes, the last 6 weeks he's been playing extremely well. As you said, 2 weeks ago had the 9-darter. Although he lost to Dave Chisnell last week, he still played some real good darts. His scoring power was still there. He mustn't let James Wade get in front of him. We know Wade is going to take out a couple of ton-plus checkouts, or just over the ton. So Lewis has got to be on his game and mustn't let Wade have shots at those checkouts.
Big night of darts ahead. Nigel Pearson and Rod Stood, your opening commentators.
Yeah, thanks, Dave. Yeah, big game this for Adrian Lewis. Wade, rock bottom of the 8 men that made it through to the second phase of the competition after Judgment Night. But for Lewis here, if he can win and reverse the form from that earlier meeting that Dave was talking about against James Wade, that will hoist him into the top 4, at least temporarily. There are some big games later tonight. Anderson versus Van Barneveld certainly stands out. Lewis, remember, has got to play twice. He'll be bringing the curtain down along with Michael van Gerwen. James Wade, can he spoil Adrian Lewis's plan to move into the top 4? What do you reckon, Nigel?
96. Well, there is a feeling, isn't there, really, that James Wade is up against it to make it through to the O2, and that he's going to have to win every remaining game, which is a tall order, and also hope the results go his way elsewhere. It's out of his hands, really, at the moment, James Wade. All he can do is play his normal game and hope for the best, but really, it's a tall order for James Wade from here. Goes down the board, but Lewis, we have seen him at his very best a couple of weeks ago in Liverpool. A magnificent performance against Raymond van Barneveld, and still has put himself right in contention. It's a good way to start tonight. These two who arrived on the scene at a similar time, both young talents back in the day, are still playing at the very highest level now. Good way to up and up here in Birmingham tonight. Plenty of room for a third.
123. Almost the first max. But more importantly, Lewis has got himself into pole position for an early break of throw here. Prior to last week's loss, he's won 5 out of 6. Looking to regain the winning thread. Another dart there. Would have left double 12 if it'd been to the left of that wire. 72 left.
He's going to be back anyway, because Wade not on a finish here. So a real opportunity for Adrian Lewis for a break of throw in the very first leg of the game. 16 for tops for Lewis. Gets the 16, he's got 2 darts in hand. It's a bit wayward, going to come down significantly, and no mistake that time. Adrian Lewis off and running with a break of throw. Now, can he build on that? 6 wins, 1 draw, 5 defeats. A couple of points here. We'll put him, as you said earlier, Rod, above Van Barneveld and Gary Anderson. Very much in the frame.
If he could come home with 3 points from tonight's 2 games against Wade and Van Gerwen, he'd be absolutely delighted.
130.
As good as qualified for the finals night at the O2, but the other 3 places very much up for grabs. Peter Wright very strongly fancied to pick up one of them, but then Taylor, Anderson, Van Barneveld and Lewis might be looking for 2 seats between them when the music stops.
Yes, Chisnell on 12 from 13, maybe played 1 game too many to give him a chance of sneaking in there. We have seen players who play twice in a night transform their campaign.
120.
Would have transformed this leg had the 3rd dart found its target. As Wade manages to pick up 2 red bits. Bottom of the stats for maximums, Wade only had 19, and he's had 5 ducks when he hasn't had a maximum at all on an evening. And Adrian Lewis has got a touch of the bounce outs, or the fall outs.
Yeah, Wade with a real opportunity to kick back immediately. Needed the treble there.
65.
In the 25. You'd fancy he's going to be back from here, but it's still a 3-dart combo. If Lewis allows him here, this would be some party piece. So Wade is going to be back, but he'll need 3 darts for this, for a break of throw and to level the game. Treble 15 would leave tops. Can't find the treble. opportunity now for Adrian Lewis.
Similar kind of finish. No finish for Lewis too, so Wade looking at tops here. 3 in hand. 1 will do. The match is level after 2 breaks and throw.
Yeah, that'll calm him a little bit because he has missed a few finishes in recent weeks, James Wade, mainly at the Bull, of course, but he's still a top quality player. Wouldn't expect to see him adrift like he is now. Another player who's already had 13 outings in the Premier League. Still waiting for the first maximum of this one. Crowd in good voice here in Birmingham tonight. This venue very close by the city centre.
100.
And fans around the Broad Street area, certainly from late afternoon here today.
140.
Travelled in by train from the surrounding areas. We're at the Barclaycard Arena. Treble 20's the shot now.
92.
Lewis needs a big one here now. It's a good start, good follow-up. He's going to switch down the board.
137.
Well, 3rd possible breaker throw on the trot here. And that reduces the chances of a 3rd straight break, but it doesn't eliminate them because Lewis is looking at 1-2-4. 14 for the Bull. For the Bull!
99.
Oh, a bit closer.
He requires 70.
It was a real effort from Lewis, wasn't it? Needs tops now, James Wade, for a holder throw. Nicely done. Hasn't missed a double yet. He holds his throw, takes a 2-1 advantage here.
Well, last week against Dave Chisnell, when Lewis lost by 7 legs to 3, he was unlucky on a couple of bull attempts, bull finishes. Wired them both in very similar style to the one we just witnessed there.
134.
I wonder if it'll be a similar story tonight of narrowly missed opportunities for jackpot.
Yeah, he lost, but still hit 4 180s. He matched Chizzy where the 180 count went, but Chizzy with a 103.9 average last week.
100.
3 win to see off Adrian Lewis. And we remind you, this is the first of 2 games for Adrian tonight. He is up against MVG in the final game of the evening here in Birmingham.
Adrian 170.
Tidy from James Wade, nicely done. It's a snatchy first start from Adrian. Which way is he going to go now? Down for the treble 19. Nice use of the cover from Lewis. Leaves a 2-dart combo if he comes back from this. Treble 20 for Wade. If he hits the treble 19, well, he hasn't. He would have left the bull. So there is an opportunity now for Adrian Lewis to come back here and level this game. 12 for tops. 2 darts in hand, tops the target, and tops he gets level. 2 legs apiece in the opening game of the night.
It's gone one way then the other. Adrian Lewis had an early lead. Wade turned it around to lead 2-1, now level at 2 apiece.
97.
Ron Harrington and Dave Clark were saying before we got underway, no margin for error now for the players chasing playoff spots. Any defeat could be fatal to their chances of making it to the big dance at the O2.
Yeah, it's a big game for Adrian, as you said right at the start of the game, Rod, because 2 defeats tonight could be a crushing blow. Could almost finish him off, although there's still 2 games to come. He faces Peter Wright and Sheffield next week. And then he's got the power. Last up in Aberdeen.
140.
2 defeats for Adrian tonight. Certainly could be a crushing blow. Let's see. Long way to go in this one yet.
58.
October 17 now.
137.
17 as it was, still leaves a 2-dart combination and a possible 14-dart leg with Lewis adrift here, so Wade looking to re-establish his lead. That levels the scores in this leg.
66.
Where he got that last dart in the treble 20 was very, very impressive. 12 for tops for James. Big shot coming in. Hits it again. 3 out of 3 at the finish for James Wade. Kept his cool superbly with the pressure on there. Just feel as though James is more in control at the moment now. He's stepped it up a level, Rod.
Yeah, it was a scratchy start, but he's improved. He's at 4 ton 40s. As you mentioned, 3 out of 3 on the doubles.
134.
Doing him any harm. Starting to find the cover shots as well. So Wade now, who's had a torrid run in the Premier League
57.
in recent weeks. He did beat Phil Taylor a couple of weeks ago, but that is only win in his last 6 outings.
99.
James Wade, one of only 5 players to have won the Premier League since its inception back in 2005. Some 8 years ago now that Wade was the champion.
41.
Since then, of course, the emergence of Michael van Gerwen as a dominating force has restricted other people's opportunities.
81.
Van Gerwen, the reigning champion, Gary Anderson the year before, and Barney in 2014, of course.
99.
Well, this now is a real chance for the first 2-leg lead for either player in this match. Wade will be first to a finish,
60.
although a long-range one, but he will have a stab at that to break the Lewis throw and go 4-2 up. Remember, both players have broken throw once so far.
127.
Oh, he's hit the treble 20. Can he hit the treble 17? Well, he needs the ball here.
88. Adrian, you require 73.
This to get level again. 14 would leave tops for Adrian Lewis. Gets the 14. He's got 1 dart at tops. Oh, nicely done. Well, they're both hitting tops quite nicely, both players. 1 break of throw now you feel could decide it.
48.
Is this a chance for Lewis? Can he hit one of his trademark 180s? A 140 would do. All right, a ton.
100.
Both players have missed an important dart at bullseye. During the match, Lewis in leg 3 for a 1-2-4 and Wade for a 1-2-7. We just saw that in the last leg. Both of those darts at bull were for a break of throw, which ultimately didn't happen. How important will they be?
Well, James Wade not at his best there, and this is a real chance for jackpot now.
140.
Decent advantage here. Wade under pressure to hit the big numbers now.
Oh, back to that 1-2-7.
60.
The difference here is Lewis doesn't need to finish on the ball. Doesn't need to go treble 17 here. Treble 19, sorry.
57.
As it is, leaves a 2-dart combination. He would have been hoping to leave a single darter, I'm sure, but he will be back for that 70 to regain the lead. Topsy-turvy battle, Nigel.
Yeah, it's exactly as I thought it might have gone. The build-up to the game, I thought this would be tight, this one. Which way will he go? He's gone for 12 for tops now. 1 dart in hand and he's missed it. The opportunity is here now.
100.
Can Wadey take the lead at 4-3? Hit the treble, needs tops. Thought it was in, didn't he? He'd gone to retrieve the dart. Double 10. Oh, beautifully done. Beautifully done from James Wade. Once he found his feet again.
Well, yes, a bit of tungsten trapeze artistry there as he managed to stay on the high wire.
That was the phrase I was thinking of.
And hit the double. take the lead once more at 4-3. Wade
140.
here has led 2-1, 3-2 and 4-3. Lewis having led 1-0 early on in the piece.
134.
Are we heading for a draw? As we say, Lewis's position just outside of the top four, really needs points tonight. Not sure that a draw would be much use to him. With Van Barneveld and Gary Anderson just above him.
Well, anytime you don't beat the player or the team at the bottom of a table, you're going to see it as points lost, aren't you? Adrian Lewis will see this as a point lost if he draws, I'm sure, absolutely certain. Four tops!
64.
4 tops. He's going to be back anyway, Adrian Lewis, to level this now.
140.
Nice pressure from Wade though, so big shot coming in now. Tops he needs, he's got to switch for double 10. Making hard work of this. Oh, superb. Just when the pressure was on at double 5, Lewis gets there superbly.
Well, that potentially a very big last dart in hand double 5 from Adrian Lewis, because Wade was waiting on 80. Would almost certainly have got at least one dart at double to go 5-3. Lewis with the clutch double 5 now levels at 4-4. Tense tussle on this opening contest here in Birmingham. MVG ready to strut his stuff against Dave Chisnell next.
140.
Table as it stands then, we know that Adrian Lewis is just outside that top 4 on 13 points. Wade bottom of the remaining 8 and up against it really to make it through to the O2 from here. Lewis needs the win. One really
98.
not that much benefit to him when you bear in mind he's playing Michael van Gerwen at the end of the night. Don't rule him out of that. Double 18 here. Can he use that as a marker? Dear oh dear, he'll be annoyed at that.
He will, and he could be punished. There'll be one dart, and one dart only at double top for the machine.
40.
That was, as he indicated, his worst dart at double top of the night.
By a mile. Split it now. Double 4 for a break of throw, and he's missed the opportunity. He can touch the tension up there. Oh, he's gone low this time. Well, he couldn't miss tops earlier. Now he's got one dart at double 10, and he gets there. Relief written all over the face of James Wade. They both made hard work of that, didn't they?
76.
Well, Lewis had 5, well, effectively 5 at double. Double 18 and double 9.
140.
Remarkably, we haven't had a 180 yet. Adrian has hit 41 in the Premier League so far.
100.
We haven't had one in this match. Dave Chisnell and Michael van Gerwen up next. Phil Taylor, Peter Wright on the way. Gary Anderson, Raymond van Barneveld. And Lewis is back at the end of the night against MVG.
100.
Really needs to salvage something from this game, Adrian Lewis.
Well, he's got to win the remaining 3 legs to win. 2 of them would be on his own throw, mind you, and it's now looking unlikely. He hasn't led since the opening leg of the match, which he won to lead 1-0. Wade here will have a chance to break. We've seen him miss a ball for a 1-2-7 tonight. He won't get a shot on this visit now.
Now Lewis, can he take out the 102? He's hit the treble 14 to leave tops.
62.
Again, the big finish eludes him. Only 27% at the finish for Adrian Lewis. 16 for tops for James Wade. Hits this, he will not be beaten tonight. He will not be beaten. It's a point at best for Adrian Lewis now. Could this be a significant blow to Adrian Lewis's playoff hopes? It's a breaker throw, and if James Wade holds here, 2 points on the board.
100.
Since that double 5 in leg 8, which levelled the match for Adrian Lewis, he's missed 5 darts at double. He could have won leg 9 and he could have won leg 10. He's won neither of those. He's lost both of them and now trails 6-4. And this would be a hammer blow to his playoff hopes. We've mentioned
100.
Van Gerwen to play next. If he loses here to James Wade, 8th place James Wade, and loses to table-topping MVG, it's not quite good night O2 Arena, but it's pretty close to it for Adrian Lewis. Because the other players are playing each other, they will all be picking up points, or some of them will be picking up points, and he'll find himself with a lot of work to do. Really needs these next 2 legs now, doesn't he?
Yeah, the best that he'd want really from the Anderson-Van Barneveld would be a draw then, wouldn't it, really?
96.
For Van Barneveld and Anderson. Gary's on 14, Van Barneveld's on 14. That would move them on to 15 points apiece, and if Adrian Lewis walks away from here on 13 points, is still in touching distance, but still a tall order. Still a tall order.
59.
Can't hit the big number there. Leaves a finish, but it's still the 3-dart combo. 1 for tops to take the victory. James Wade.
61.
Wayward. Gone too high. Hits the treble 20. 14. Treble 14 leaves double 11 to save the match.
113.
Is that the end? As Wade steps forward for tops.
It is the end, and it may be the beginning of the end for Adrian Lewis.